Act 501.
Let me call to order the Pasco County Mosquito Control District Board of Commissioners for the final public hearing agenda today. And let's kick it off with Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Like I said last time on media outlets, if you could go back to the back row, please. We've got professional here. Thank you.
I'm not sure you can ask me to do that.
Well, I did ask you that, and I'm holding the meeting here, so either just turn it off or move it back. You can leave it off. We've got.
But my problem is I have
I
very
didn't ask you to
little.
speak. I just asked you to do what's proper.
Is it proper or legal?
I'm not sure. You're the lawyer. I'm not.
All right, roll call.
Evans here.
Cox is here.
Have it here.
Executive Director Rogers present.
Okay, look for a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next thing is public comment. We have 5 folks today, a new record. That's good. So have 3 minutes to speak. Identify yourself. Give your name and your addresses. Remarks should be directed to the board. Courtesy and respect at all times. Rude or disruptive behavior, personal attacks, use of language won't be tolerated. All right. And you've all read the statement, you've signed it, correct? Ms. Duffy? You read it, right?
Yes, hi, my name is Janine Duffy. My address is 5550 Front Drive, Holiday, Florida, 34690. I'm really curious what exactly the $6,998,931 of future capital outlay is being put aside for. Last year, this line item was only $100,000. Now it's almost $7 million, a 69,000% increase. That's now over 50% of all projected receipts. And by August, it had already earned $521,245 in interest. Instead of stockpiling money in a giant fund, how about reducing the budget by at least half, plus the interest earned? That money could actually benefit taxpayers today. Collecting taxpayer money just to invest it for a rainy day isn't fiscal. It's overreach, actually. We should be the one, we as in taxpayers should be the ones saving for our rainy day. There's so much more to get into. You would all see it as nickel and diming, but as someone that struggles financially, it's actually not nickel and diming. Even the clothing allowance, all that stuff needs to go. And it's funny because I was told I should go to the BOCC budget meeting, and I did, which I had already planned on going anyway.
Yeah.
And Kevin Steele seemed to show up and remind our commissioners that we you know, property taxes are going bye-bye. At least it's going on the ballot, and most people are smart enough to know how to vote on that. You're going to be affected one way or another. Let's just start making some good decisions so you don't have to be completely wiped off the table. But taxes is a big issue. DeSantis, I think, just announced today that he's getting it put on the ballot. We also have legislation delegation coming up too. Another reminder, I was at the one last year. So I highly suggest and recommend and plead with you to cut every single spot you can. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Michelle Mandarin. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
glad you did, sometimes people mispronounce it. Anyway, I'm Michelle Mandarin, I live in Spring Hill, my address is on file. I'm here because of the budget. I heard, I don't know if this is correct.
You live in Pasco County?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Springfield, Maryland address.
Like
Go ahead,
right-
sorry.
Right at the border of Hudson.
Okay.
I've heard that last year the reserve was 100,000 and now it's close to 7 million. I think people will like you guys a lot if you put that money back into the community, back into the pocket of the people. As commissioners, as leaders in government, your job is to make sure that you spend the money fiscally, have the money put back into the taxpayer pocket. People will love it, it's a win-win for everybody, and I'm not gonna bother you anymore, but I wanna end with a quote from Thomas Jefferson. Hope you guys are a fan of the Founding Fathers. The same prudence which in private life would forbid our paying our own money for unexplained items should equally determine us not to permit the public money to be so spent. The Founding Fathers always spoke on spending money fiscally. Taxation without representation is theft. I hope you guys know your stuff and you know your history, and that we the people in Pasco County, majority of us would like to see that money back in our pockets. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Kathy Julian. But before we get started, I have an award for Kathy Julian.
I choose not to accept it. I don't even know what it is, but
Well,
I want it.
I saw the love bugs and I thought about it.
My car is covered with them. I took it to the car wash and it didn't work
Well,
very
there
well.
you go. It's a good sign.
One
It means
point that I wanna
change.
make.
Oh,
Why?
I haven't finished yet.
Oh,
Love bugs is a good thing.
okay,
It means change.
okay,
Okay? Now it's your turn.
okay. I did notice something. Well, first of all, on my way home from work today, I passed a mosquito ban truck. And I called their office to find out how much mosquito removal they do in the county, because shouldn't really be a need for them to do it, because we have taxpayer things, so I was gonna call them and talk to them about it. The other thing is, I wonder why there's money spent on car wash. I wash my own car. I took one to the car wash today, they did a crappy job on it. I typically do it at night after dark with my flashlight out there to make sure I get it all clean. I don't know why we're paying for car wash memberships, but we are. And then, I wanted to say, Chairman Abbott, you recommended that I attend the Pasco County Board of County Commissioners meeting. And I'm so glad I did, because I saw Mrs. Yeager, who I have been extraordinarily critical of in the past, but she and I are actually on pretty good terms right now. And, she actually stood up in that meeting and asked them to cut their budget by $1.6 million, which, that doesn't sound like a lot of money when you're dealing with $2 billion budget, which is actually a little bigger than $2 billion, but it's actually $4.90 per household or per taxable property or whatever it is they use. And that was only 1.6 million. I think you guys could comfortably cut your budget by $6 million. There's no reason a $100,000 fund needs to go to $6.6 million. That's just, doesn't make any sense. I've passed that by a lot of people. Everybody's like, I don't understand that. And the way that Ms. Yeager got to the 5% or the $1.6 million budget, obviously, I know you guys like to say we're a drop in the bucket, but you know what, it's all the same bucket. It's all the same tax money. It all comes from the same people. And they deserve the money back in their pockets. It's crazy to me that you're projecting you're gonna earn $499,000 in interest next year. Okay, maybe that made a little bit of sense that you had money stockpiled when you were planning on building the new facility, but that clearly is not gonna happen. You've been told that by the state representatives. I understand there is another bill possibly coming. We were supposed to have a state representative or his staff here tonight, but apparently they didn't make it. So my point is that you need to lower your budget, and you can lower your budget, you don't have to make cuts. If you cut your tax or your allocation for travel, I think it's a couple $1,000s, which I think would be a nice thing to do. I think it would be nice if you didn't take all of your high-paid staff every time you go out traveling, but I mean, I don't really know the semantics of that. I do know I used to work at a lot of conferences in a prior life, and I watch the people. I know I know the game. You go in, you sign in, you scan your badge, you leave. You go hang out in the exhibit hall, or you go to the bar, or you go to the pool, or you go do whatever you're gonna do. Those conferences are kind of meaningless, but sometimes you get a kindergarten education.
Okay, Tammy Deloy is up next.
Hi, I'm Tammy Deloy, 6027 Illinois Avenue. I'm here tonight to strongly oppose the $3.5 million building renovation and the $7 million discretionary fund. Taxpayer money should be used for mosquito control, not luxury offices or vague accounts that lack oversight. A building upgrade doesn't kill a single mosquito, and a slush fund doesn't protect our families. The board's mission is simple: control mosquitoes, reduce, and serve the community. Every extra dollar should go directly to spraying equipment and field staff, not unnecessary projects. Families in this county are struggling with high cost of living, asking us to pay for an inflated budget. A $3.5 million renovation and a $7 million reserve is tone deaf. Not only should these proposals be rejected, but the overall budget should be reduced. The agency must learn to live within its means, just like every household in this county. Show taxpayers that you are serious about accountability and fiscal responsibility. I urge you to vote no on the renovations, eliminate the slush fund and return it back to the community, and begin trimming the budget so it reflects actual mosquito control needs, not bureaucratic ones. Thank you.
Thank you. Amanda Weaver.
Hi there, Amanda Weaver, 2385 Gathering Way. This is my first ever public meeting I've attended, so easy on me. I've got a lot to read, and I'm gonna read fast.
Okay.
At the special board meeting on September 5th of this year, it was stated by a member of the board, and I quote, "Social media is garbage in, garbage out, so you should certainly not an area you should look for a resource," end quote. This was said after a member of the public spoke about a rumor that he had heard. I agree with that though. With that in mind, I would like to inquire about the official statement from Executive Director Adrian Rogers titled "Clarification Regarding Recent Statement Made Towards Pasco County Mosquito Control District" that was shared on the Facebook page on September 19th. That official statement cannot be found anywhere on the official website for the members of the public who do not utilize the garbage of social media to review. My opinion, any official statements of the board should be shared on the official website along with any social media platforms. That same September 5th special board meeting also provided another statement from a board member I found interesting and would like clarification on as well. It was said, and I quote, "We have 500,000 customers satisfied with services. Otherwise, if they weren't, you would have seen them here yesterday." For the record, yesterday's meeting refers to the first budget meeting on September 4th, where the proposed budget was only shared to the public that morning, despite Florida statute, which states that the tentative budget must be posted on the county's official website at least 2 days before the public hearing to consider such budget. How does one logically expect a turnout of the public to inquire about the proposed budget, to either praise or constructively criticize their satisfaction of the district, including the board, when you only disclose the topic less than 12 hours before they can speak on it, 12 hours for them to review and formulate their concerns? I would also like to inquire why the September 15th continuation budget meeting, when a member of the public read a text, email, message, or whatever it was from another member of the public that was unable to attend the meeting, why, when it was questioned that there was almost $7 million in reserves allocated for a future capital outlay despite the $3 million already allocated for a campus improvements, why was there no response to that question? Why was there only a reaction to offense caused by the absent public member's text that resulted in the member of the board saying, "So you've read and you've signed the statement several times, but yet you stand here and you say hide, stealing, and blind directed at us. You've been warned. I will listen very closely to what you have to say. Thank you." Which to me, in my opinion, sounds way too close to infringing on one's freedom of speech provided by our Constitution's First Amendment. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And I'm the one that made those statements, so working with Kodak and print media and the newspaper industry, I tell you, we saw a dramatic change in this country when the media shifted to other means, including social media, and sources no longer are checked out. And this is where we lie today with all organizations, not just ours, and it's really a shame that it's come down to this, because most sources are not checked out, and people put out many things for the wrong reasons. Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on to the business of the day.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah,
I make a motion that Pasco County Mosquito Control District Board adopts a final millage rate of 0.2091 for the 2025-2026 fiscal year, which is 1.75% less than rollback rate of 0.2128.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimously.
Mr. Chairman, I will move that the Pasco County Mosquito Control District adopt a final budget of $22,557,847.35 for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
I'd like to make a comment.
All in favor? You do not have the floor. You cannot do
Okay, this
these
meeting
kind
is
of
supposed to be a
things.
discussion.
You had your chance.
Mr. Chairman, call the question.
discussion.
Call the question.
Call the question.
I just wanna ask why,
Call the question. She's out of words,
I know she is.
so call the question.
The question?
so now I'm allowed to ask it?
No.
Call the question.
Another,
Okay.
A heavy precipitation warning has been issued for your location.
What is up
never answered her question.
I
All
know,
in
I
favor?
know he did.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimously.
Motion to adjourn?
All in favor?
Aye.
I wanna read something to you ladies. No, I wanna read something to you.